everyone. These are the points for doctrinal research project. Actually, these all points are for the first chapter only. But most of the time what's happened, when the students are coming for checking their projects, they thought that this introduction is separate chapter, literature review is separate chapter, likewise statement, objective, hypothesis, data collection, research methodology and scheme of chapter. These are all the separate chapters than each other. Actually, it's not the case. The thing is that these all points are in one chapter only. These points are for the first chapter itself. What would be the second chapter? That chapter's name should be given in under this scheme of chapter. Scheme of chapter means it's a prospective plan of the researcher who want to say in briefly in first chapter itself that what he want to do in future. The first chapter is introduction. This chapter includes the backgrounds of the topic with all history, scope, object, hypothesis, review of literature, data collection, etc. I have already given in these points. It means that these all points cover under one chapter only. Second chapter, name should be given by the researcher. The student should have to give the second chapter's name, and same time he should have to write here what he want to covers into that particular chapter. Third chapter's name, after giving the name of third chapter, he has to write there what kinds of points he going to be cover under this third chapter. Likewise fourth and fifth chapter. These all things are actually very confusing to those all students who have never come to the college and they even was not present when I conducted the class regarding this all. So far as this doctrinal research project is concerned, this project is regarding or depending upon the doctrinal research methodology. So far as this literature review is concerned also, there are many confusions in the minds of the students. I told to the students under literature review is nothing but it's a material available before going to research. What kinds of material is available in the market on your particular topic, that has to be mentioned here. That is books, magazines, articles, judgments and news articles. If you are taking a literature review of books, then how the citation should be given of the books. That is, name of the author first shall be given there. Then after name of the book, edition, second, third, fourth, whatever may be the edition, publication, who have published it, that publication's name should be here, year, in which year that books have been published, and the page number from which you have taken that particular para for your research purpose, or what kinds of reference you have taken from that books for your research purpose. Thereafter magazines means law magazines. There are many magazines, may happen that particular magazine may be belonging to science faculty or commerce faculty, but that particular topic of your research have been covered under that magazine, then you should have to be taken that particular points or particular page or particular para of that magazine, and it has to be mentioned here. That 5 magazines should be there. Likewise law articles. In AIR there are many law articles have been published. In live law, many websites are there where the articles have been published by the law professors as well as judges or some law students also. If that articles have some points of your research, you should have to mention that also. Likewise judgments, being advocates, you are already citing the judgments before the court of law. Into that judgments, whatever may be the citation is there, that should be there. For example, if you are writing a judgments, then it should be there that the name of the parties, the reporter, if it is AIR, Supreme Court cases, All India reports, or if it is a criminal law journal, whatever may be, it has to be mentioned there. Same times year should be mentioned there, and the page number from which page number you have referred in that judgment. News articles, if your topic is sensitive, it's legal, it's regarding socio-legal problems, then obviously it will be published in various kinds of news papers like the Hindu paper, Indian Express, Times of India, many papers are there. If you are taking that news articles, you have to mention here. The third point of this doctrinal research project is statement of research problem. Statement of research problem means, being a researcher, what you have to give some statements why you are choosing these topics, means what is the need right now, and what was the need at that time before your research. Some people have make a research, right now you are researching again, then obviously no problem, you can give the statement regarding that particular research problem, so why it is necessary right now. So far as objective is concerned, without objective no research can be complete, you know that. So far as objective is concerned, a minimum 5 objectives are necessary. For what purpose you are doing that research, that objective should be mentioned there. Likewise hypothesis, I can say that hypothesis is a directions, or we can say that it's the soul of the research. Means if you are assuming some facts, if this happens then what would be the result, अगर ऐसा होता तो क्या हो सकता था. It's your assumption, that particular assumption coming under hypothesis, on that base only you are going to make or complete your research. So hypothesis should be 5 in numbers. Data collection, without collecting the data you are not going to complete your research at all. It may be project, small project or big project, it may be PhD or such kinds of doctrinal research project of 100 marks. Data collection is the process where you have to write there. Two types of sources are there, primary data and secondary data. Primary data is the data which is used on the primarily basis for your research. So what kinds of data coming under the primary data, you have primary data you have to mention there. Under secondary source you have to mention whatever maybe you are using the secondary data under that secondary source. Research methodology is the method on which base your project will be complete. If it is a doctrinal research, then obviously the research methodology will be doctrinal methodology. If you are researching on the as a non-doctrinal research you are completing, then obviously the research methodology will be the non-doctrinal research methodology. So under the point of research methodology you have to mention, in short, types of methodology, that is doctrinal, second one is non-doctrinal, and under that you have to complete in one line, that's being a researcher, for completion of this research I have adopted the doctrinal research methodology to complete this research. It's sufficient. Thereafter, scheme of chapter. It is very confusing stage of the most of the students. I can say that under scheme of chapter it is nothing but it's a prospective plan of every researcher. That's what he want to do. If he would do some kinds of research, then what would become under the second chapters, what will be the name of second chapters, and these chapters will include the points relating to so and so. In 2-3 lines you have to complete it. Third chapter, give the name of third chapter. Thereafter write this same line here, this chapter going to be cover so and so points. Fourth chapter, and likewise fifth chapter. Fifth chapter always conclusion and suggestions, because I have not given more chapters. From first to fifth you have to complete your research. It is sufficient for 100 marks. So far as third and fourth chapter is concerned and second chapter is concerned, the names is to be given by the candidate or students itself. It's your wisdom, it's your liberty. Whatever you want you can give the names. More than this, it is not a big deal to complete this doctrinal research project. Till date most of the students came, they submit their doctrinal research project after attending the class, and most of the students right now also they are under confusing stage. So be sure that whatever you want to do, complete it with confidence and don't be confused. If anything is there, go through this video, you will get the ideas for how to give the footnotes when you are doing the research. Everything, whatever may be information you are taking from the websites or from books or from any other material, that material is not belonging to your own. You are taking from someone else, so it has to be give a reference, otherwise it will be plagiarism. It will be considered as a theft, academic theft, and we should not be involved in such types of practices. That's why the thing is that it's universal practice that everyone is giving a footnote. If this particular para, which is written by judges of Supreme Courts in one judgment, so what should I have to do? First of all, this cursor should have to be click here. If you are using the Dell Inspiron or other Microsoft Office computer or a laptop, then you have to press alter control F. Control alt F, if you are pressing, then automatically this number will come down. That is nothing but a footnote. Then you have to go on that particular website or that particular citation. You have to copy it from here and paste here. Thereafter make it in proper format. The font should be 10th, it should be Times New Roman. Right now your footnote is ready. It means that whatever para you are taking for the reference purpose in your research, you are giving a proper footnote, you are giving a proper reference. Right now this is from this particular reporter. You have to give a comma, you have to mention here and make it format here. It will be proper. And remove this bold. Right now this is a proper citation for the purpose of your footnote. Everything, whatever may be you are taking as a citation or as a whatever may be, you have to give a citation, you have to give a footnote, otherwise it will be nothing but a plagiarism. So I hope you understand this. Control Alt F is in Microsoft. If you are using a MacBook, then Option Command F. If you are pressing, then automatically footnote will be there. Thank you.